White smoke rose over the Sistine Chapel. The crowd in St. Peter's Square roared. But behind the jubilant cheers, a question echoed in the darker corners of the internet, whispered in high-security boardrooms, and muttered in dimly lit basements across America. Is Pope Leo XIV the Vatican's bridge to a new world order? This isn't fiction. This is right now, May 2025. The Catholic Church just made history by electing the first American Pope, Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost of Chicago. But history may not be the only thing being made. Some claim it's prophecy, others call it a coup. But one thing's for sure, the geopolitical implications are enormous. The Vatican's new face? From Chicago? Robert Prevost's resume is impressive. Military chaplain roots, missionary work in Peru, a steady rise through the ranks under Pope Francis. But what sets him apart isn't just his nationality. It's his alignment with global systems. In 2023, he was brought to Rome to run the Vatican's dicastery for bishops, essentially the Church's internal HR for power appointments. But insiders say he was already being groomed by multinational actors, not just Vatican bureaucrats. His quick rise stunned veteran clergy. Some whisper that his elevation was engineered, not inspired. The technocratic turn one of Pope Leo XIV's first public remarks emphasized artificial intelligence as a challenge to human dignity and divine order. Noble words, sure, but conspiracy theorists are connecting dots faster than ever. He's backed AI regulation. He's called for a universal ethical framework for digital technologies. He's spoken in favor of shared moral language across faiths and regions. Sounds like a single moral code for a single global system, doesn't it? And guess who else pushes that vision? The World Economic Forum, the UN, and tech magnates who see transhumanism as the next step in evolution. Global unity or global control? In his first week, Pope Leo XIV called for a new ecumenical age of harmony, an effort to unite Catholics, Muslims, Jews, and even secular humanitarian groups under a common ethical mission. Supporters call it healing. Skeptics call it the spiritual arm of the Great Reset. They say, give them one currency, give them one government. Now they want one church, the Church of the New World Order. American Pope? American Empire? It hasn't gone unnoticed that Donald Trump praised Pope Leo XIV within hours of his election, calling it a divine moment for America and the world. Vatican officials dismiss this as political flattery, but others wonder, did American intelligence have a hand in Vatican politics? Was Pope Francis pressured to step down or hasten to death? Is this new papacy meant to soften resistance to a new global regime? Leo XIV once gave a lecture calling America the laboratory of God's modern experiment. Some now believe he wasn't speaking metaphorically. A church rebranded? Whistleblowers within the Vatican claim there's talk of a Vatican coin to digitize tithes and church finances, biometric scanning for confessionals to enhance security, rewriting catechism to reflect post-national unity, a secret meeting in Davos planned for 2026, where Leo XIV will co-host with a coalition of CEOs, presidents, and AI developers. Is this the future of faith, or the final assimilation? Conclusion: white smoke or warning sign. Is Pope Leo XIV a humble servant of Christ, or a carefully selected agent of the New World Order, sent to fuse religion, governance, and technology into a single controllable system? The faithful say this is a time of hope. The skeptical say this is a time of awakening. And the rest of us? We're watching Rome, and waiting to see if this new pope wears more than just white robes.